Oh,
Fuck
we
you,
had this
Dave.
conversation.
Fuck you, Dave, for going live right at that moment. Fuck you,
And-
Dave.
And we're live, and we haven't finished the checklist. We're
Is your
late.
window closed?
The window's shut. What else is on the checklist?
You set up StreamYard, obviously.
Are we
Talk about
live?
Discord.
It
I
says
mean,
live,
yes.
but how do we know?
No parental interruptions.
Andrew's camera's off.
My
We have a
my camera's
spreadsheet.
on. This
I
is
might
gonna
be-
be a fucking golden episode.
And we have our guest here, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Thanks for not bailing last minute.
Wait,
1 million TikTok followers.
wait. I need to
No,
set that
no.
up.
1 million TikTok likes. I think there's a big difference.
Likes.
There is a massive difference, yes.
Sorry, my bad.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find... Hi, Jacob.
Name is Cock and Roche. You guys ever think cockroaches think about how silly their name is? Cock and Roche.
Oh, that's cool take on the word cockroach, Jacob.
How many views
What else
does
have
it
you
have?
got?
Girls be saying, Jacob, let me put that pussy on that lazy eye. A lot of girls be saying, Jacob, let me put that pussy on that lazy eye.
They're funnier when they loop over and over, aren't they?
Jacob.
That's the attraction of TikTok.
Is that why
start
you,
off-
so when you get views, it's almost impossible to just get one view from someone, right? If it automatically
think so.
loops.
You'd think so.
So you just have to like cut everyone's views in half for it to be accurate, I'm assuming.
Oh, and the rest?
No,
Yeah.
I think no. I think if you view it, isn't it just like one view per person, no matter what?
No. Jesus. Did you not pay attention at Jacob's TikTok seminar that we all attended? What the fuck were you doing?
He was at the Yubo one.
Yubo.
Are you even still doing Yubo?
Yeah, I did Yubo last week with my friends.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys want to start the show?
Oh, wait. Anytime anyone says with my friends,
Hey, Dave.
I get it. We know our place.
Fuck you.
Dave,
We're just co-hosts to you.
move
What?
the spreadsheet up one tap. Like, move it to the top so we can see that it says attributes.
That's
Will
the
it
problem.
fit then?
You
Yeah,
can't
you have
do
the space.
that.
You have two empty rows at the bottom. Holy
Hey.
shit, it worked.
It totally worked.
All right. Welcome
proud
to
of
We
you,
Are
PJ.
Assholes, the show where we are assholes. I'm your host, PJ Philium. I am gender, race, and death fluid. My pronouns are they, them.
I am a laugh track. I identify as whatever we're talking about this week, and I identify as a saying something racist.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I identify as access denied's Monopoly apprentice.
I think
I'm
you need
just,
to.
going through the motions with this, so I can get back to learning about Monopoly from access
You need,
denied.
you need to amp up your energy,
So
Dave.
let's get on with
You're
it.
a little low today.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're not
This
as
is
fiery.
Well, that's in the pre-show checklist.
The
Fire
pre-show
up
checklist
Dave.
is to make sure that you're fucking hot and ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is how Dave is. This is high energy for Dave.
it actually is. Andrew, what else
I'm-
is on the pre-show checklist? Because
Dave,
we did not
Stop
finish
talking
it.
about the pre-show checklist. We're on
current
the show.
show, Dave. Current show. It's not pre or post. It's current show, Dave.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if we
we're on
don't-
the current show checklist. Number 1, intro, done. Number 2, go over what we talked about last week. Last week, Andrew picked mascots, which fit the theme of the show, and then he had to leave to do a jigsaw puzzle. Andrew, how long do you plan to stay for this one? Do you have any puzzles planned? Maybe some Monopoly, like Dave? You guys gonna leave early together this time?
I don't know. It's just whatever that fucking community chest tells me to get, baby.
What?
That if that community chest tells me to pass go, I'm gonna hop my happy ass out of this StreamYard.
I don't think anything ended up
What?
winning or losing last week. It was just Chuck E. Cheese wasn't the worst. I think we ended up getting that switched. But
No,
no
you
one will
didn't.
ever know because you left the show early to do a jigsaw puzzle, and I'm not going to tell anyone the rankings. And I never posted the spreadsheet online, even though
Wait,
I'm
did-
supposed to. But
You
I
didn't
didn't.
post the episode?
I posted the episode. We didn't go through a
Yeah.
final ranking because you left the show.
Oh yeah.
Can we have a little taste of the Chuck E. Cheese rant? Because that was the highlight of last week's episode.
Fucking hate Chuck E. Cheese. He's such an asshole.
Okay, cool. So
Cool. Thanks.
So this week we did deaths. We ranked the deaths. That's because we didn't have a guest that chose it and then bail on us last second. So I did this because I thought, man, this one's really funny, not because someone else told me to do it. So I'll go through. I'll start at 1 this time just to mix things up a little. So the best death is fire. Then number 2, drowning. 3, strangulation. 4, anal penetration. 5, Jap suicide. 6, gunshot. 7, naturally passing in your sleep. 8, saying something racist. 9, raped to death. And 10, overdose.
These are pretty
Right.
bad.
Like ways to die.
Yeah, like this fucking sucks.
Yeah, this is what I just thought, man, you know what would be really fun to do is talk about death.
What about death by watching Jacob's TikToks on loop for a few hours?
Yeah, so we were gonna have TikTok star
Sick Riff Bruh.
on the show, and then he bailed last second, so we were gonna celebrate. He got his millionth follower or listener or something.
A million likes.
Like,
And he said, I said, here's our list of things that you can choose from. And he chose deaths, drugs,
And rock and roll.
and then some other ones that I thought weren't going to be funny. So I picked the one that I thought was going to be the most funny. So if this episode sucks, you can blame him. So
well, you can
anything
also
you just,
blame Andrew for not finishing our pre-show checklist. On that checklist, specifically, I said last week that I have to have my iPad in front of me so I can see with my fucking old man eyes all the fucking spreadsheet numbers.
current
I don't know
show
where my iPad
checklist.
is.
Current show checklist. We're now, so we just did read through the rankings. Now we're on to read through the attributes. Okay, you following along on the checklist? So the attributes are
But I can't read. Yeah.
Yeah, plausibility, horrificness, gayness, coolness, Lord of the Rings ability, appearance, wokeness, creativity, courage, patheticness, math, plant life, fashionability, stealth, bustability, and reading. So, Andrew,
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about? Anything that grabs your eye?
Catches my eye.
Yeah.
Well, I was going more for the math category, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about math. So how is saying something racist 1.1 mathematically and overdosing?
So overdosing is because most of the time when people overdose, they wouldn't overdose if they were good enough at math to know the proper amount of drugs they needed to get them high. Unless it's suicide, then it makes some math, but I'm assuming that most people who overdose don't do it on
Oh.
purpose because they're on drugs, so they're just retarded.
So that's why I said a 1.1, not a 1, because there's that little bit if you wanted to do suicide.
Yeah, so but then it's even not that much math. They're just like, I'm going to inject all this shit. They're not like counting out to make sure like, yes, I want to be efficient with this. I'm going to do exactly this much so I just give myself enough to die, and there's left over for my other drug buddies. And the 1.1 for saying something racist, that's because saying something racist, it's not like a physical death, it's more of a social death. So by saying something racist, you're not doing the math of like, well, if I
Oh.
say the N-word, then that means I still get to have a career or anything. No, they're just saying the N-word because they think it's funny. So it's not really any type of like calculation involved.
Okay, so I get that, but I was going a little more along the lines of like you know when someone that's like something's cool and they go like, dude, that is so fucking math, you know? And so when you say something racist, someone goes, dude, that's just It's not math. You can't be saying that.
Yeah, that's the thing people say. Okay, yeah, I'll move it up. I'll move it to like how's like a 3.7 sound?
I think at 3.72.
Andrew,
3.7.
you could convince me that young people say almost anything, and I believe you.
For all I know, people do say that.
I just knew it was in Adventure Time.
So we have one comment so far that is said, "I only came here for Jacob." So cool. Thanks.
Sad to see you go, but I mean, you should stay.
Okay, yeah, this will be great.
If you stay,
just-
that would be really fucking math.
Okay, let's just sit here quietly and wait for comments to come in.
Wait, hold on. How is Jap suicide at a 9? Oh, wait, because the Japanese are really smart. They calculate their death.
Yeah, like I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know how much math goes into it, but I'm assuming because they're Asian, it's a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
I get it. Because like a ton is a unit of measurement, also used in math.
Also, like ting tong.
Really?
Racist.
Why does that make me laugh?
Okay,
Fuck.
so anything
Oh.
else you want to do with math?
Oh, current show checklist. We didn't clap sync. Fuck.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I told you we missed stuff.
All right, let's mid-show clap sync. That's a good bit. All right, so
I thought.
anything else with math? Or you want to move on to a different attribute?
Well, okay, so how is a like drownings at a 6.4? Is it like are you kind of saying like because like drownings like well aren't most drownings accidental? Like that's not math, dude.
Like
whenever I see someone drown, I'm like, it's just not math. Look at him. Fucking falling to the bottom of the ocean floor. What's he doing?
Are they accidental? I assume that most people who drown are like being held under by somebody, so they're calculating how long it takes to drown them. I mean, there are some people who drowned accidentally, which is why it's not like a 9.9. So those people obviously aren't good at math because they didn't like calculate how long they can be out there before they drown. But the people that are drowning other people, they're like shoving their head underwater, being like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, like they're adding a second every second. So that's a lot of math.
So I don't know how this missed my eye, but anal penetration and rapes to death at 8.4 and 7.9 in
Yeah.
that like consecutive order. What are those? How are those mathematical at all?
Well, the anal penetration is because they're figuring out how many times they have to pump, like, and anally penetrate you to kill you. And rape to death is the same thing, but not anally.
Okay, so if I'm being deep throated to death,
Yes.
most likely by John Travolta,
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to be counting the number of pumps going into the back of my throat.
No, but he is.
But that's not. Wait. Are you saying the death by the person killing you, or the death like I don't understand. I thought we were going for the point of view of the person that's dying.
Being killed? I mean,
Yes.
some of them, yes. Some of them, no. It depends. Like this one, rape to death, obviously it's by the murderer. Anal
Well, yeah,
penetration by the murderer.
But I mean, if we're going to like rape to death, I mean, shouldn't we talk about the victim and like what their opinions on it are? You know, like if they're
No,
getting raped,
'cause-
they'll look back and go, "Hey, this really isn't cool. Could you
Oh.
maybe stop raping me to death?" You know,
so
like
you're
that.
saying it's the victim's fault that they didn't do enough math to not get raped to death?
No. Okay.
Okay,
Don't try to
yep.
spin the, no. Don't
Blaming
try to
the
spin this
victim.
around on me, asshole. Okay. Listen, I'm just saying, if you get raped to death, how is that mathematically sound? Right? Like,
So you're saying if you get raped to death, you can't be good at math. That's what I'm hearing.
wait, what? Oh, wait. That actually fucked my brain up.
Okay, yeah, let's move on. So
This is
what
too
do you want to talk about,
complex.
Dave?
I want to talk about Monopoly.
Okay.
Death by Monopoly that counts as an overdose, right? Doing anything to an obsession.
I would think it would be naturally passing in your sleep because that's what Monopoly does to half the people that play it is they fall asleep.
So let's say, for example, if someone were to, let's say, take a cassette tape and cram it down someone's fucking throat until they choke to death, that would count as a death by cassette overdose, right?
I think that counts as rape to death because they're inserting something into an orifice of yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
and VHS tapes are gay, and so that'd be a gay death.
Just as long as it's on the list, then I'm
Yes.
cool.
No, these cover everything. Like you might be like, "Where's stabbing? Shouldn't stabbing be on here?" But that's in
That's in
gunshot
anal penetration. No,
because like being stabbed is like being shot with a gun, but the
Well-
arm is the gun and the knife is the bullet.
Being stabbed is also like metal rape as well because you're making a hole.
So you know what else is
Dude, good
anally?
point.
You know what else
Yeah.
is anally penetrating? The fact that Jacob posted on his Snapchat story 1 minute ago a bunch of fucking art easels saying artsy.
Okay, cool. Let's keep talking about the guest who ditched us. That'll be fun.
I'm calling his ass.
What else is he posting
Yeah,
online?
call him.
Don't
Give me
actually
that.
call him. All right, so pick a different appearance or attribute. No, okay.
I really think you should call him. We've got a few things to say to him about ditching us.
Is he actually
Jacob can't-
calling?
Jacob can't
What's
talk
happening?
right now. Jacob literally just hung up on me. It rang for 2 seconds. The
Okay.
fuck? Okay.
Well, that'll be edited out. And so will me saying that'll be edited out, so you don't have to say, "Oh, there goes PJ talking about editing again."
Well, that's
And
another
is
thing that's
that
supposed
gonna
to
have
be in
to
the
be edited
pre-show.
out?
Everyone, shut up.
that's on
another
the
thing
current show checklist.
Hey, shut up. That is supposed to be in the pre-show checklist to remind PJ to not mention editing every fucking minute.
And to not play Animal Crossing.
Well, Animal Crossing is sitting right next to me, so I could very easily play this. Yeah, I should have put Animal Crossing on here as like one of the attributes.
So I know I give you guys
Yes.
shit about some of the attributes, but I think we should cover
Mhm.
stealth this one time.
Okay, yeah, that's fine
I
with me.
think I'm ready to cover stealth finally. I think I'm overcoming an obstacle. It's a pretty big
Okay.
day for me.
Which one of these do you disagree with? I gave naturally passing in your sleep a 9.9, fire, gunshot, both a 1.1, and overdosing a 1.2. Those are
So
some
I don't
highlights.
agree with the gunshot being in a 1.1 because like yeah I guess like if you're getting mowed down like a Glock 9 or like a 44 Magnum, you know, you're gonna have some time, you're gonna see this guy beforehand. But if you get shot by a sniper, the sniper's got to be pretty stealthy to kill you, you know. And even though it leaves a loud bang, I mean some of them use suppressors. I mean it's got to go a little bit up. I'm thinking maybe like a 3.2.
I don't know about that high. I'll bump it up a little bit because I guess yeah, like a hitman might have a silenced weapon, but a sniper, like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you shoot somebody, and it's like even with a sniper rifle from far away, if you don't like run away immediately, like they'll still see that you shot them, so you'll get like a star rating. So how's like a 2.1?
Yeah, but like in GTA, it's like they have like God watching over you. And
Fine,
it's like-
2.8. That's true. Technically, all these are 1.1 because God sees everything. None of these.
Actually, yeah, move him down to 1.1.
No.
None of these are fucking stealthy. No,
No, God does not see everything. God
Yes, he
watches
does.
us from a distance, according to Bette Midler.
Well, what about Santa? Santa
And I,
knows when we're sleeping and awake. He knows if we're shooting guns or if we're.
he knows when you're dead and raped.
That's how the song goes.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're death or raped.
So we'll just pretend
that made
like
it
God
better
doesn't
too.
exist and Santa doesn't exist for the sake of this. So gunshot 2.8. Sound good?
you just say we'll pretend that God doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That crazy, impossible universe.
Any
Yeah.
other stealth you want to talk about?
So is
Yeah.
a
Also-
Jap suicide? Do they mostly involve like being blown up, like the kamikaze? Is that why it's at a 5.3?
So that's half of it. The only two ways that a Japanese person can commit suicide are kamikaze planes, which obviously are not stealthy because they're flying a plane and exploding. But number two is the one where they stab themselves in the stomach. And that's kind of stealthy because they're supposed to do it honorably, so they don't do it in front of a ton of people. I don't think.
Seppuku.
Yeah.
No, there's also the thing where they get lost in the forest.
Oh, that's right. So
Oh,
maybe a little
and
stealthier.
when they
And-
jump out of the buildings. And
Oh, that's not
commit suicide.
stealthy.
That's and there's multiple kind of JAPs as well. There's JAPs stands for Jewish American Princess. So I'm assuming we're including that.
And someone took
Right.
you seriously on that, Dave. Last night,
What?
did you see that?
We don't
When you
refer
said-
to other things. We're
No,
not
no, no.
allowed to. What are you
When you
talking
s-
about?
When you said Jewish American princess,
No, I'm saying it for the first time now.
So Japs only mean all the
I'm gonna
people
put a
in
pin in this
Asia.
and bring it up later.
If your eyes are slightly
What?
squinted, you're a Jap.
Yes. If you have something weird about your face, then you're a Jap, right?
Just eyes, just if they're slightly
Eyes or
like, slanted.
nose. Eyes or nose, then you're a Jap, right?
If you've like ever made any type of production product that's shitty and sold on Amazon as something else, like as a brand name, but it's actually just a knockoff, you're a Jap. Like if you have a tag that
Okay.
says made in China, Jap. Made in Taiwan, Jap.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
So I'm not
Were
moving
you
on.
trying to say something provocative and we're supposed to disagree with you?
No, I'm
PJ.
just letting you know because you mentioned about did Japs include this other thing, and I'm telling you, no, it's only these types of people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know why people don't believe me about the Jap thing. They're just full of shit. Google it, dickheads. People are trying to fucking trick me that it's not a thing, and then it played with my head. It's like, wait, did that American fucking 20 years ago just trick me? No.
Dave, what do you want to talk
fucking
about on
thing.
this?
I want to talk about Japs.
Okay, talk about Japs.
How the Jap became America's most complex Jewish stereotype. We read articles now by Jamie Lauren Jewy McJewstein. Yep.
God damn it.
Sophie Bernstein had rainbow flip-flops, Tiffany earrings, and superpowers. What the fuck is this article? What? Yeah, okay. What does your current show checklist say now, PJ?
I'm waiting for you to finish reading. Then the checklist currently
whole-
says, listen to Dave read articles online. I'm waiting.
The whole Vox article.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It needs to be at least 3,000 words. Otherwise, you need to find a new one.
Don't worry. I'll link it in the show notes.
Okay.
So everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I want to talk about horrificness. Good job, Dave. That was obviously my Australian accent. So yeah, horrificness. What did you want to talk about in that, Dave? Why'd you bring that one up?
I wanted... Yeah, I'll just get my iPad so I can see. Yep.
Can you not see the checklist? Look at the StreamYard.
No, I
It's on
can't.
the
Fucking
StreamYard.
can't. That's why
Look
I
at
said
the
I need my
StreamYard.
fucking iPad.
We're-
I can't
Get
see it on the
glasses,
StreamYard
you
'cause it's too
senile
small.
cataract looking old motherfucker.
I'm fucking 43.
Spectacles, get some of that shit.
Can you not see the? Can you actually not see the spreadsheet?
I actually can't see it at an appropriate size
Dave.
Wait.
for my
You're just
age.
looking
Hyperlink-
at the StreamYard, right?
Yes.
Hyperlink your brain to the spreadsheet so you can feel it and
Shut
know
up,
what the hell
Andrew.
going on.
Dave, just go to the YouTube stream and enlarge the YouTube stream, and then you can see it bigger.
Yeah, that'll work great, PJ. Remember,
Why are you saying it like that? It'll work better than looking at the little StreamYard one.
well, we kind of have a little bandwidth problem in Australia because socialism doesn't work except for when it does with like healthcare and stuff.
Well, just
But for
pause it so
internet-
you can see it.
All right, Dave, this podcast isn't political. I'm going to ask you to fucking quit.
About socialism.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot that you said you don't do political humor.
We don't do political humor.
Yeah, I forgot about that. All
It
right,
offends
all
me.
right, fine. We'll jeopardize the whole thing by
No.
I'll turn on YouTube, and if
Oh.
it kills everything, then
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
don't say I
use
didn't
the
warn you.
use the iPad.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Where's
the
your iPad? Go get your iPad. We can wait.
No,
Dear God, please get the iPad.
Just open up the YouTube stream and pause it, and then you'll be able to see the spreadsheet.
okay. Now, legitimately, I have opened the YouTube stream, and like it's really low fucking resolution. Fuck. Okay, now I can see it. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Which one in horrificness did you want to talk about, Dave?
Well, let me let me quickly get up to speed with what we're talking about. Right. We're talking about deaths, right? Is that right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why do I do the show with you two?
What the fuck?
I don't,
Okay, PJ, you cannot tell me that I'm worse than Dave. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, you did ruin
Not
a whole
this
episode
episode.
because you couldn't have a camera on a podcast.
Shut
So,
the.
I mean,
Actually-
Dave blows you out of the water. So,
Oh god damn it. Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
here we
sure.
go.
Find another guy like me, PJ. I fucking dare you.
Okay. Yeah, well, it might, yeah, well, it's not going to be Jacob, is it?
Yeah, no. And besides,
Try-
I'm not like him. Too many overdoses.
We might have been trying to line up somebody big to replace you, Andrew, but they may every
You
single one
got
of them
Big
may-
Daddy
may
Kane on the
fall into-
podcast?
Yes. Who? What?
Big Daddy Kane, the hip hop artist.
The wrestler?
Big Daddy Kane.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
think you're
song-
talking about the wrestler.
Ain't no half stepping.
No, you're just making that up.
That's a fucking song.
Nope. So it really isn't. Horrificness. Okay, let's go and look at horrificness. So you're saying anal penetration is worse than saying something racist? No, not for horrificness. I don't think so.
well, most people who get anally penetrated to death, it's because they're gay. So, that's pretty horrific, being gay. No?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Is being gay better or worse than being racist?
I mean, which would you rather, being anally penetrated or somebody making fun of your race?
Oh, anally penetrate. Oh, wait, no. Someone making fun of my race.
Wait.
I have to
Wait.
justify it being more horrific.
Wait, what race are you again, PJ? Aren't you all of them?
Yeah.
So getting offended by all that means you're offended all the time. Is that why you're such an asshole?
I'm only offended if I'm currently identifying as that thing that you're being racist about. But the thing is, once you say something racist, as you're saying that thing, I immediately identify as the thing you're being racist about, so I can be offended. So to answer your question, yes.
So every time someone says Jap, you get offended.
Yes.
Jap, 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 Jap.
So you get offended on the spreadsheet that you made.
No, I can say
No,
it
no, 'cause
because
he
I
can
am
say
a
it.
Jap.
So every time.
Oh, yeah.
so-
Sorry, I'm forgetting the rules.
So wait, that means you're also a Jewish American princess?
Yeah, technically. Because also I am gender fluid and sexuality fluid had been established, so that's why I can say being gay.
And
is horrific.
are you class fluid? Princess to commoner to well digger to chariot rider?
Yeah.
Chariot rider.
Yes, I identify as
Okay,
all
gladiator.
those sometimes.
Yeah, just as a warning, I may have to leave early to play Monopoly. Did I warn you about that already, PJ?
Yeah, I mean it's on par for the show at this point.
Oh my god.
Why do you sound so sad? Pep it up, bitch.
Pick
me?
something to talk about. Jeez. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, Dave.
We did. We were talking about
tiptoeing
horrificness.
No, we're not. We're
hopscotching
sitting
all
here
the way around
quietly.
the-
We okay. Okay.
You know what's not cool?
Peek behind.
You know what's not cool? All this fucking shit. Okay, so let's talk about coolness.
Peek behind the
Because
curtain.
I need some coolness in my life right now.
Peek behind the curtain, Andrew.
I nominated horrificness, and then it's Andrew's turn to nominate. Right? We go back and forth.
Wait, behind the
That
curtain.
is. That's the rigid structure of this.
I don't have
show.
curtains.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
what is please?
Gonna go further with that literal joke.
No, what
kind
is-
of, whatever it was?
I don't know what you mean by peek behind the curtain. I really don't. What is that metaphorically supposed to mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I-
This is when you're playing dumb. Okay.
No, I'm being a
Let's
fucking
all pretend that
shit.
Andrew doesn't know what peek behind the curtain
Now,
means.
now I know I have to fucking look it up.
Coolness. Wow, great, Andrew. What do you have a problem with?
You
in
know what it
coolness?
means.
I fucking don't.
Seriously?
I don't. I'm being serious with you.
He's lying. He knows what it means.
I mean,
What the fuck? Oh my god.
have you not seen Wizard of Oz?
I've seen it.
Yes.
Okay, then you know what it means.
You know what it means.
Look for the fucking wizard. I don't. I don't know.
Yes, it means that we're gonna look for the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
All right, let's quick divert this whole show, and from now on, we're just gonna be a Wizard of Oz podcast.
Oh well, who's in charge?
Me,
Speaking of-
obviously.
Speaking of
My
yellow
show.
So
brick roads, let's get back to Jap suicide. Come on, let's do it.
So Urban Dictionary tells me that the bankers are the ones behind the curtain when it comes to global poverty and economic crisis.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. You just
What the fuck?
That's right. When we say
Just-
people behind the curtains, we mean this is the Jewish propaganda that we're going to be pushing this week.
Oh,
So what's the Jewish propaganda we're pushing this week, Dave?
I don't know.
The-
What
I said
does-
Dave.
Jewish American princesses are actually good looking. That's the propaganda we're pushing.
You understand? I'm gonna be confused this entire episode on what peek behind the curtain means.
Wait, why
just told you.
aren't we ranking famous Jewish American princesses?
We'll do that next week.
Well, we better.
Oh my god!
And who are your favorites? Just your top three, Andrew, and then we can continue with the show. Just as a little taste for next
I
week.
just want to know what this fucking saying means.
Top
We just
three
told
Jewish
you.
American princesses. Andrew,
Sarah Silverman.
yes, there's one. Amy Schumer,
Jessica Biel.
Joan
That's-
Rivers.
Oh, that's four. That's too many.
Yeah, it's too many.
My wife's been watching Seventh Heaven. That show is unbearable.
Oh, okay. Can
Oh, do you
launch
have a
into
defense
my
of Seventh Heaven?
10-minute Seventh Heaven run?
What?
I've got a rando style rant where everybody else has to shut up and I just talk for 10 minutes
Yeah, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Go ahead.
and I'm hilarious.
Okay. Yeah.
I have pre-prepared material just in the off chance someone might mention the show's Seventh fucking Heaven.
Okay, go ahead.
What are the chances
waiting.
of that?
So does it mean to check our DMs?
Seventh Heaven? No.
No.
What?
Peek behind the curtain, like peek behind the curtain of the show into the DMs. I
means-
really don't know what it fucking means. I
It
mean,
means
so,
the Jewish propaganda.
oh my god.
So, do you understand wrestling, Andrew?
Yeah.
What do you think peek behind the curtain would mean with wrestling?
Going backstage and
And just hanging out with Triple H and Vince McMahon? Yeah, cool.
No. So like knowing what goes on behind the scenes.
What
Yes.
does this have to do with Seventh Heaven? Dave, Seventh
So-
Heaven.
So what's going on behind the scenes of this
Andrew.
podcast?
We're listening to Dave's rant about Seventh Heaven. We're putting the podcast on hold. I need
Yes,
to
and
hear
everyone
his
else is-
input.
Is shutting up, and if anyone interrupts, then they'll have to be kicked off the show.
Dave, you not
Got it.
talking about Seventh Heaven counts as you interrupting yourself talking about Seventh Heaven.
So
feel
I got to
so-
kick myself off the show. All right,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel
got
so,
me
I feel so good knowing what that means now. You guys
I've
don't
been-
understand.
hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Picard. Look that up, Andrew.
What does Jean-Luc Picard mean?
Type
What's
in
that
hoisted by
metaphor?
my own Jean-Luc Picard. What?
Okay, I'll start it. I'll start us off. Seventh Heaven is an American family drama television series created and produced by Brenda Hampton that centers on the Camden family and their lives in the fictional town of Glenoak, California. The series debuted on August 26, 1996 on the WB, where it aired for 10 seasons. Following the shutdown of the WB and its merger with UPN and the CW, the series aired on the new network on September 25th, 2006 for its 11th and final season. Yeah, like Seventh Heaven and then 11th kind of rhymes with 7th, so it's pretty good. Airing
it
its
works.
final episode on May 13th, 2007. Seventh Heaven was the last series to be produced by Spelling Television, later produced by CBS Paramount Network Television for the 11th and final season, before it was shut down and became an in-name only unit of CBS Television Studios. So then there's a
And
table of
more?
contents. Do we want to talk about the premise, the main cast and characters, episodes, production, 2006 renewal, reception, availability?
Don't you love how the top bit in Wikipedia doesn't tell you anything that you actually want to know?
What do you
They
mean? You don't
talk
want
about-
to know that the series debuted on August 26th, 1996 on the WB?
On the
where it
WB?
aired for
Yes,
10
no.
seasons. And then following the
That's
shutdown.
clearly
of-
more important than just a rough idea of what the fucking show's about.
Well, following the shutdown of the WB and its merger with the UPN to form the CW, the series aired on the new network on September 25th, 2006 for the 11th and final season, airing its final episode on May 13th, 2007. Is that not what you wanted to know about Seventh Heaven right off the bat?
I would love for there to be a Man Brain Wikipedia page, not for any self-aggrandizing, but just to have paragraphs and paragraphs about all the network bullshit.
Okay, do you guys want me to reread that paragraph, but in Spanish? I could also do it in
Yep.
German. Let's see what else. Some weird Chinese language, some weird Saudi Arabian language, France, Italian, Portuguese, or I'm assuming that's Russian, but it's like PYCCK backwards N with a little squiggly on top. I don't know if I can read that because it has letters I don't know how to pronounce. So, oh yeah, Russian. Oh, let's see what these Chinese ones are. Korean and Arabic. Yep, Saudi Arabian and Chinese. Isn't there multiple types of Chinese? Oh, 19 more.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Seventh Heaven.
Simple English.
I was thinking about going on a run about all the networks that Man Brain's been on, but PJ would not stand for that.
Seventh Heaven. This is simple
Instead-
English. Seventh Heaven was an American television series about a Protestant minister's family living in the fictional town of Glen Oak, California. It was created and produced by Brenda Hampton. The series premiered on Monday, August 26, 1996 on the WB television network. The first time that the WB aired Monday night programming. The series finale is
Wow.
scheduled for May 8th, 2006. 2006. However, the show was renewed by the CW television network when the intended final episode received high ratings. The 11th and final season premiered on September 25th, 2006 and ended on May 13th, 2007. Reruns of Seventh Heaven can now be seen on the Up channel weekdays from noon to 4 p.m. Eastern. Man, I didn't
Okay,
realize
then.
there was such a big difference between English and simple English.
Yeah. So Seventh Heaven is another one of those shows where the just Christian propaganda, and the irony is that the father Decker got done for rape or something.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, I'm glad that your household is supporting a rapist. That's cool, PJ.
I did think it was odd because I think it was on Hulu. I'm kind of surprised that anyone would have that show after people had such a big stink about all that Me Too stuff. But this guy's actually, I'm pretty sure, actually a pedophile or like a child rapist or something. Like he was having sex with underage people, right?
Yeah.
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 But you can watch the show on Hulu. It's fine because they talk about Christian stuff.
I mean, it's the will of God to make shows with pedophiles starring in them. So,
Andrew,
Andrew,
I'm just really sad.
Andrew?
I didn't know that Jean-Luc Picard died of a brain tumor in 2399 on the planet Coppelius, surrounded by the crew of the starship La Serena. I didn't fucking know that.
okay.
Why?
Well, to make you feel
Hoisted by
better,
Jean-Luc Picard.
do you want to hear about the 2006 renewal of Seventh Heaven?
I'd actually like to talk about the coolness of fire and how it when you die from it.
Oh, you guys actually want to talk about the spreadsheet now? Now that
I
we
wanted
finally
to for a
switched over to Seventh Heaven.
Well, I didn't fucking want to talk about Seventh Heaven. I I feel like I'm in the
Well-
seventh circle of hell right now, PJ. What the fuck?
I mean,
Wait,
I didn't want to talk about it
Just,
either.
just before we continue,
God
I've
damn
got
it.
a late breaking 2014 update.
Nice.
Stephen Collins denies he's a pedophile after confessing to sexual misconduct with 3 girls.
Well,
Mm.
I believe him. I'm not going to victim blame him. Like he's the victim of media
Clearly,
scrutiny.
yeah, me too, gone too far.
Yeah. Well, like he doesn't need his dirty laundry aired out. I'm on his side. Not a pedophile. Okay, so the coolness of fire.
Praise God.
You know what? I don't really want to talk about the coolness of fire. I kind of want to just talk about Seventh Heaven more.
Fuck.
Andrew,
Andrew, what's the coolness of fire? I give it a
Did you-
9.9.
did you know that Seventh Heaven existed before now?
Son of no, and I really don't give a shit. Fine fucking asshole.
Okay, welcome to the We Are Assholes game show. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions about Seventh Heaven.
Oh, fucking God.
This is going to be multiple choice. So, this is the number of episodes from Seventh Heaven. Dave, you better not be on the Wikipedia page. This is to be the
Fine.
new leader of We
down.
Are Assholes. Okay, so if whichever one of you guys wins this now runs the show and does all the editing and stuff. So-
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So 200 episodes, 198 episodes, 243 episodes, or 298 episodes.
The 198,
Wrong, Andrew.
If
Andrew.
we're talking about media, can we talk about Lord of the Rings and the ability to die from it?
No, what's that got to do with Seventh Heaven? The Seventh Heaven quiz we're doing.
Stupid idiot. Get back to Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, so I get that one right because while I got it wrong, I actually said a number as an answer.
Well, how do you? I said it was wrong. I was gonna say, how do you know it's wrong if you're not looking at the Wikipedia page? But I did say that was wrong. Yeah. So yeah, the answer was 243. You see how I did that little tricksy thing where I said 198 and 298 because that's how you always know it's like one of those. But I did it to trick you. So tricked,
Ooh,
idiot.
Got me.
Okay. So, which one of these was an executive producer? Brenda Hampton, film single camera, Spelling Television, or Paramount Domestic Television?
What was the question again?
Which one of these were executive producers? Brenda Hampton, film single camera, Spelling Television, or Paramount Domestic Television?
Brenda Hampton?
Andrew?
What happened to the first through sixth heavens?
Jeez, you're not even
That's
playing the
what you're
game. I'm starting to think you're not taking the show seriously. The answer was Brandon Hampton. The film single camera was the camera setup. Spelling Television was one of the production companies, and Paramount Domestic Television was a distributor of the show.
Andrew,
Yeah.
I've got a serious question.
Yeah.
How come you don't try on quizzes?
I fucking don't like Seventh Heaven. I don't give a
Idiot.
shit about it.
What the heck?
Wait.
You're not going to support what's his name? That's not a
what do you-
pedophile.
what do you mean I
Stephen
don't try on
Colbert.
quizzes? What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You don't try on quizzes.
We know the answer. It's because you can't do better than yourself.
That's exactly right.
And it's why you're going
cannot-
to have to repeat the 10th grade again. How many times is it now?
So, are we going to
Andrew?
get back to the spreadsheet, or can I just do some more Seventh Heaven talk? Because I will talk about
I've
Seventh
been
Heaven.
trying to do it.
I tried. I said, what's wrong with fire? It's a 9.9. And then
because-
you
and
said
before I
some
could
dumb
respond-
joke.
Before I could respond, you guys started talking about something else again.
All right. Final
Okay,
question.
what's that accent?
Final question. This is the picture format of Seventh Heaven when it was initially released.
We can't do video on this podcast.
No, 480i, 360p, 480p, or 540p.
480i.
360p.
It was 480i, idiot.
Yeah.
You should have both
Idi-
known that.
I did. I said 480i.
I know, you got it right. I was calling Andrew an idiot.
Oh, you're
Okay.
saying both of it? Yeah.
So
okay,
this
right.
is a quiz that I'm making up and not based on the
Understand.
sidebar. This is now from the paragraph I read.
That was
And then
an
there's
easy
going to be
question.
more questions from the simple English paragraph. But this is currently from the first English paragraph I read. So, what was the initial channel or network that Seventh Heaven was a part of?
WB.
Holy shit, you're amazing. Okay, but after the merger with UPN, what did it become?
Oh, fuck. Andrew, you'll know this. You were listening. Andrew, we're not going to
Andrew.
continue with the show until you actually try for once in your life. You
The
know the
W-
answer.
The WB and UPN, what did they merge to form, Andrew?
You keep up
Gay
with-
sex.
No,
Gay
CW.
sex.
you're close.
Fuck.
Andrew, stop trying to make jokes. We're trying to do a Seventh Heaven quiz. We're very serious.
I don't want to do it.
I thought we were talking about the spreadsheet, and then Andrew kept talking about Seventh Heaven.
What the fuck?
So, fire, 9.9 coolness. You disagree with that?
Yeah, I don't understand because fire's not cool. It's hot.
I've got another idea for a future episode. We can rank all the children in from Seventh Heaven.
I will not be showing up for that episode. I will be doing a jigsaw puzzle while having my
And
trash
playing
cans
Fang
looked at.
and
I'm
getting
not
your
doing
hair
it.
cut.
I did get a haircut.
Yes, you did.
Looks pretty nice.
Yes, so cool means like totally radical dude, and being set on fire is
no.
totally radical dude.
No. That's what math is. Remember, like when something cool happens, you go, "Oh man, that's pretty math." You can't
Oh.
use that same word. Cool
Well-
means how like cold it is.
I don't know if you know this, but I usually weight the categories, and I do that by making some of the categories similar. So it's like
Yeah.
saying that's totally radical dude is slightly different than math, but it is like this. It is similar because it's weighted.
No. I think coolness should
You
be based
don't
on how.
tell me how my dictate works.
I don't know how your dick tastes. No, I don't. So
Wait,
let's
did I
talk
say you don't tell me how my dictate works? That doesn't make sense. Spreadsheet. What the fuck am I
Dictate
talking
works.
about?
Yeah. We're getting there. We're almost transitioning back to the spreadsheet. Keep trying.
We're here,
Andrew?
baby. We're here, right now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
On coolness.
Yeah, we were on coolness, and then PJ has to derail us into the seventh fucking closet of heaven. I don't know.
All right.
Would you
Syndication.
say the cool chickens have come home to roost, Andrew? Do I have to explain that saying to you as well, or
Roost is a moving Pokemon that lets flying Pokemon heal.
fucking fuck all?
So are we going to talk about syndication?
What is syndication?
Oh, okay. CBS television distribution handles domestic. Do you think we had too much Seventh Heaven talk already on this episode?
Yes.
Do you
No.
think we- Okay. I agree with Dave.
There's
2 versus
so
1.
much of it.
Do you know how happy I am that we've talked about Seventh Heaven for like 20 minutes?
I am not. That means we're gonna have to record for even longer.
Why? I'm actually going to leave that in.
Oh, you are. Oh, fuck me.
Well, I mean, I know you weren't really adding much to it. You didn't read a single Wikipedia sentence. I read a bunch of them. In
I
2
really-
different languages, English and simple English.
Try Middle English.
Would you say Middle Earth English?
Good
Yeah.
one. Speaking of that, Lord of the Rings ability.
I was actually hoping to completely avoid this topic to be funny.
Oh, okay. Courage.
Well, pick a good one.
This
Like-
isn't my like. You guys are the ones that picked
Pick
them.
one like plant life. That shit is fire.
No.
Speaking of which, how come fire is at an 8.5 in plant life?
Because so the plant life is how each of those deaths benefits plant life. So fire, if someone dies in a fire, if it's a forest fire, a lot of times when it burns down, it adds a bunch of like nutrients to the soil, which is good for plant growth.
But it also it also burns a hole in the ozone, letting the sun fry everything. So I don't know if that's exactly good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, so I'm just gonna pretend like you
Fire
didn't say that.
releases carbon dioxide, does it not? Or carbon monoxide? Wait, no, I'm retarded. Fuck.
Wait,
I'm
Was that a-
fucking no.
sorry,
I'm stupid.
can you
No,
repeat that?
no, I'm not. I don't want to
Chirped
sound
up that I
dumb
heard
again.
something chemistry.
I don't want to sound dumb again. I don't want to. No.
It's okay. Just recite the periodic table and everything's atomic weights and whatever, and then you'll sound smart again. You know how to do that, right?
No.
No. Then you just
What's
sound
your best
retarded.
subject at school, Andrew?
History.
History.
Yeah.
Okay.
When did World War One start?
Regale us in some history facts then.
What do you say, PJ?
Yeah, be historical.
Historical?
Put this spreadsheet in a historical framework.
Oh my God.
Yes. You could name some famous historical figures that died through these different methods.
Like Eric Ludendorff?
Yes. And
Do I
Emperor
actually have
Hirohito.
Do I actually have to talk about Eric Ludendorff?
I mean, you brought him up, just like
Sure.
Seventh Heaven. So
Speaking of Seventh Heaven,
No. What? So what's the point of the seventh heaven talk?
what do you mean?
Why was it interesting?
Because we talked about Seventh Heaven, so we had to let people know what we were talking about in case they didn't know.
So let me explain entertainment to you, Andrew.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
just because you don't know about something,
Huh?
if the other two on the show do, then maybe you've just got to play along for a little bit while we get over our, oh my God, you know about Seventh Heaven? Oh my God, yes, I do.
That's why I took a back seat and let you two talk about it, because I don't know shit. I didn't know that was a thing until today.
Andrew, our listeners come here for the Seventh Heaven talk. That's the main reason.
I know
people tune
more
in.
about Eric Ludendorff than I know. It's probably, is it like Erich Ludendorff?
What are you
Some
talking
fucking
about?
Stupid thing like that. Eric Ludendorff, he was a German politician.
What does that have to do with Seventh Heaven?
He was a part of World War One.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned German politicians because there might be an upcoming episode where we rank German politicians.
Yeah, because
And
Our,
you
uh,
definitely
Is that going to
know
come
about
up? Is that going to come up in the Jewish American Princess one?
our outreach director
No.
got us a very special guest.
that. Oh, we can't
We don't want to spoil anything
give it
because
away. We
we're
can't
lying.
spoil it. We're definitely what PJ said.
So how many of the 11 seasons was Seventh Heaven the #1 ranked show on their network?
I'm gonna say 6.
Andrew,
7, because that's in the title.
you're closer, but it's 8.
Yes,
Ooh.
fuck you, Dave. I love this show.
Seasons 3 through 10, it was the #1 on its network.
So I believe that's 1-1 between Andrew and me in the quiz.
So viewers in millions.
Need a tiebreaker.
What was the most amount of viewers in millions for a season of Seventh Heaven? I'll give you a hint. It's under 10.
I'm gonna say like
It was
4 million.
6.
Dave's closer. 7.6 was the highest viewer. in
I should have
millions.
guessed 7 because it's in the title.
All right.
No.
How many awards and nominations has Seventh Heaven won?
7.
It has won 34.
All right. So let's figure it out. So ASC.
Let's Tally them.
ASCAP Film and Television Awards. In 2001, Top TV Series by Don Folliart. Don Folliart. In 2001, Top TV Series, Don Folliart. I don't know who Don Folliart is, but it's in parentheses. I'm reading it. They won. Okay. Family Television Awards. 1999, Best Drama, won. 2002, Best Drama, won. They didn't win any from Kids' Choice Awards, sadly, but from TV Guide Awards,
What?
they did win 1999 Best Show You're Not Watching. Interesting. I guess
Best
people weren't
show
watching
you're
Seventh
not
Heaven back then.
watching.
That was its first season, I believe, 1999. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, that was season 3. It was already well established. They just knew no one was watching it. Besides, season 1 had 3.2 million viewers, and season 2 had 5.6. Season 3 was the season everyone watched. It had 7.6 viewers. What the hell is... And I'm starting to think TV Guide might be a hoax.
Like
Okay,
the
so
coronavirus.
how many is that now? How many awards? Who was counting?
I'm just thinking about the TV Guide conspiracy. I forgot about that conspiracy. Remember when people were protesting over the TV Guide conspiracy?
Can't seem to remember
Andrew?
it happening in my lifetime. No.
It was all manufactured in a Chinese laboratory. Turns out. Andrew,
Why do you need a guide for your TV?
sorry. Wait. What?
Why do you need a guide for your TV?
Are you a TV Guide denialist?
Just use fucking
You don't-
Netflix.
You don't think it ever existed?
What is TV Guide?
Like the moon landing?
What the fuck is that like when you hit guide on the remote and it shows you all the channels?
You know what it is.
I love how when I don't know about something, you guys tell me that, oh, he knows about it. He's just fucking with us to be funny.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get back to the topic. So, what was your guys'
What?
guesses for how many awards it won? Seventh Heaven?
Andrew, just go and get your mother's TV Guide.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Dave said 34. How many did Andrew say? I mean, he could have said, I think he said like 9. Oh, he said 7. He was 12 off. You were 15 off. So Andrew wins that one because the answer is 19.
Oh shit. Does that mean Andrew wins the Seventh Heaven quiz?
Yes, Andrew is more knowledgeable
Ooh.
about Seventh Heaven than you are, which is sad because you've heard of it. Andrew has. I guess you're just not as big a fan as Andrew.
That's similar to him beating me at Monopoly yesterday when he'd never played it before to completion. Andrew, I know you're just pretending that you went to get your mother's TV Guide.
So I found the TV Guide.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I can't read it.
How long have we been going, and how long have we talked about Seventh Heaven? Probably too
Not
long
long enough.
for both. What
Not
were we
long
talking about
So-
even that got us on the Seventh Heaven?
I did.
Well-
No. I didn't get the TV Guide, but I did get the gallon of lemonade in my fridge.
Perfect. Were you out that out
So-
of breath just by
so-
walking around the house?
I ran, Dave. I ran down the steps to the refrigerator and then back up steps.
Okay. But what's Iran got to do with it?
Well, I'm not a fan of Iraq.
Okay. What's Iraq got to do with it?
You know how you get out of you know how I got out of Iraq? I
Are you
ran.
going to say Iran?
I ran.
Good
Just
one.
kidding. I can't even walk. Haha.
Okay. Remember when before we actually got back to something related to the spreadsheet, and then you guys veered off again?
You know
Why
was
did that
fucking
happen?
PJ.
What was
I
that?
thought we got back to appearance or coolness. or
Because
wokeness or
PJ,
something.
because we actually got back to the spreadsheet, and PJ was like, "Oh, speaking of Seventh Heaven, we're gonna talk about the awards."
Am I not supposed to do that? Isn't that the point of
No.
the show?
This show is serious. I
Yeah.
come on the show every week, and I was disappointed when I was ripped away from last week's episode. I'm here, and I'm here to play, and I'm here to play hard.
Okay.
You know what, PJ?
Well,
No, PJ, you are a disgrace to the podcasting community.
that's fair. I
Okay.
accept that.
Let's bring out the big guns. Let's do bustability.
Yep, let's do it.
So you're obviously talking about the methods of dying that you can bust it to while you're dying, right?
Like autoerotic asphyxiation. That would be strangling.
Yes.
Um,
Except your scoring's bullshit.
I'm having a hard time following. I'm too busy watching someone play whatever game this is on Discord. Into the Breach.
Okay. What's that about?
Oh,
look up
you
the
weren't
Wikipedia
you weren't too
page.
busy watching Seventh Heaven?
Bustability is how much you could bust to someone dying that way, or yeah, it's like
No.
yeah.
So you're saying watching someone burn to death is the most bustable.
Like if
Not
you tell
about when you're burning to
someone,
death, you can bust it.
if you tell someone
it's
like I
hot.
burned to death, then they're like, oh yeah, fuck me right now.
If you tell someone I'm on fire, you're fire. It's super hot. Yeah, I kind of get it, but I don't. You're wrong. Anal penetration, how is that only a 2?
Because it's gay, icky.
Okay. So it's super bustable.
No, it's gross, icky.
So why is it only 2?
I just told you, it's gross, icky.
Remember that episode of Seventh Heaven when one of the kids tried to come out as gay and then they beat them to death and buried them in the backyard?
Wait, what the fuck? That happened on the show?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
It was, I think
shit.
season 6, episode 9.
Wait. Was that supposed to be like a progressive move, or was that like saying that gay's bad?
I mean,
I don't know.
Like,
a
was
good
it like
question.
was it supposed to be simple? Like when liberals watched it, did they go, "Oh man, this is really speaking out to all the gay people that have been beaten to death"? And then the conservatives went and said, "Fucking God's work there, hell yeah!"
Okay, so
Yes.
I typed in.
it
I typed
appealed
in.
to everybody. You're right.
I typed
Sorry.
in most controversial Seventh Heaven episodes. Obviously, you can tell I really care about the spreadsheet this week that Jacob made us do, and then obviously I really wanted to do deaths, which is why I'm so into it. So these very special Seventh Heaven episodes about black people are cringy as hell. That's the name of the.
I don't like the word cringy. What do you think, Andrew?
Does it make you cringe?
How does it rank in terms of you using the word oopsie all the time? You say
don't use-
ironically.
I don't say the word oopsie.
Well, you just did then.
Oopsie.
You say it at least once every conversation we have.
Yeah, because it's like a dumb word.
Who the fuck are these people in
Wait.
this picture? There's a picture with a bunch of the Seventh Heaven cast, and there's no Jessica Biel, and the oldest son isn't there. But there's like 2 blonde twins and some other brown-haired guy.
Oh, that's the Olsen twins
Don't be ridiculous.
and Danny Tanner.
No. You're just being silly now. You're pretending it's Full House.
Oh, instead, the
don't do that,
episode does
Andrew.
have time to reference Rosa Parks as an explanation for why the Hamilton children don't sit in the back seat of the car. Do you know who Rosa Parks is? Asks Lucy Camden. Yes, I know who Rosa Parks is, and believe me, you're no Rosa Parks, says Mary Camden. Who's Rosa Parks? Asks Simon Camden. She's a black woman who galvanized the civil rights movement by refusing to sit in the back of the bus, says Mary Camden. Why did she have to sit in the back of the bus? Asked Simon Camden. That's the same thing she asked the man, says Lucy Camden. What man? Asked Simon Camden. The point is, we don't ride in the back seat, says Keisha Hamilton. Meanwhile, the kids on the playground call Simon Camden a N-word lover. I'm not going to say the word, but yes, they don't censor
Read
the
it out.
N-word.
It's
No.
not racist if you're just reading.
Okay, he punches the kid and gets suspended. while his parents are proud of him for doing the right thing, they still think he should be punished for resorting to violence. That's not the Christian thing to do, though they don't think it's important to talk to him about why the N-word is offensive. Well, he knew that why the N-word was offensive. He punched the person in the face. What the fuck? I think we should all start watching Seventh Heaven. This sounds wild. They say the N-word uncensored with a hard R. In seasons 3, the tribes that bind, Eric and Matt Camden are out to lunch. The tribes that bind, that doesn't sound like a good title for a name. So this is really good for the show, right? If I just keep reading articles about Seventh Heaven.
I've tried to stop you and it hasn't worked. So yeah, keep reading.
I mean, I'm having lots of fun, but it's probably not good for the show.
I wouldn't guess.
Remember when people were saying I was the worst thing about the show this week?
Yeah. And remember how PJ takes his show so seriously?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
You
Yeah,
guys haven't
PJ.
talked about anything Seventh Heaven related. I'm the one carrying the Seventh Heaven talk.
Yeah, because I want to talk about death.
I was trying to talk about it, and you kept.
Wait, are
not
you
being
referencing death
entertaining.
because when people die and they're good boys, they go to heaven?
Oh yes, thank you for tying it back to Seventh Heaven, so I can talk about it more. But yes, that's what that's good. I'm gonna pretend like yes, I was specifically talking about Seventh Heaven as a type of I don't know the word because it has to do with what we're talking about. I was waiting till one of you caught on that's what I was talking about. So now that you have, we can move on to the next article about Seventh Heaven. Here's why Seventh Heaven was the weirdest show ever. Okay. Are you guys gonna keep wanting me to talk about Seventh Heaven, I guess?
I think we're silent protesting. Except I'm talking, but I can't help myself. Andrew's holding the line with his silent protest. Andrew and I were
okay.
Love
Andrew
is
and I were just
always on time. Said
Andrew
hold the
and I
line.
were just DMing each other. Should we silent protest the rest of the episode? Or at least until PJ stops talking about Seventh Heaven.
Wait. I have to read this. Ladies, do you remember when your dad got emotional and congratulated you for getting your first period? No. That's because they did this in the weirdest thing. Apparently in Seventh Heaven, the dad cried when he found out his daughter had her period as like a proud father thing.
Yes.
When an excited Lucy
little
gets her
girl-
period, the sisters high five and do a celebratory dance outside the bathroom. Meanwhile, Rev Camden gets weepy and goes out to pick up tampons to mark the occasion. What? Okay. And he takes the family out for a special dinner as well. What a good dad. I wish someone was excited for me about anything as much as that guy was about his daughter bleeding out her vagina.
Yeah, it's my little girl's all grown up into a woman now. And it bleeds, therefore it breeds, because, we're Christians and we do the God's work of breeding as soon as possible and as often as possible. And she was kicked out of the house the next day. Go and breed. Make more Christians.
Which one of these would bleeding in your vagina to death be?
And that was going to be the spin-off. Andrew?
Wait a minute. I just thought about it. How is making babies God's work? Because the Jehovah's Witnesses think that there's only a certain amount that gets to go to heaven. Why would they ruin their chance by making babies? Fucking idiots. What the hell?
Well,
What?
there's only a
Well,
certain amount that can go to the first heaven, but then there's also all the way up to seventh heaven. There's 7 heavens, at least.
Yep.
Any more stupid
Andrew?
questions, Andrew? I just spent this whole episode talking about seventh heaven, and you still didn't even know.
Andrew, which of the seven heavens is your favorite?
I gotta go watch this show.
Andrew, bring us back. You're the one who got us off topic with all the seventh heaven talk.
Oh, fuck you!
Okay.
Holy
Try
shit!
again.
We should just talk about Seventh Heaven more. Mary asked her brother Matt for help with kissing practice.
Okay, that's fucking funny.
Okay.
That's funny because it's relatable, right? What?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
It must be weird having a sister. Hey,
Yeah, it's
Never
fucking
had-
annoying.
never had one. Just me
I've
and my
I've
brother.
heard some
Makes
people
a
have
lot
some.
more sense to me. What?
I mean, I've heard some people are pretty happy with their sisters. I give or take. I wish she
Would
was a little
you-
nicer.
Oh, I wish she was a bit meaner to you. Actually, the opposite. I don't think she's mean enough.
Is
Right.
she? I mean, she's been a lot nicer recently.
Is that right?
She's nice more often, but when she's mean, it hits harder.
So that's a strategy.
I guess, yeah.
It's overall more effective. Yeah, it's a good point because if you're just mean all the time, then it doesn't mean anything anymore. If you're just constantly an asshole, then
We can talk about this after the show.
oh, more details.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, like since we're still on the show, we should talk about stuff that has to do with the show. So here's 25
Should we?
things only true fans know about Seven.
Are you gonna like fucking watch Mojo playlist now? On
No,
Seventh
but-
Heaven.
This doesn't even have good article. Ugh.
I love how we're not allowed to podcast to talk about any of our friends' shows, but you just plugged Watch Mojo. Fuck.
I've been talking about Seventh Heaven for at least 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Hey,
sense.
you mean at least 40 minutes?
Okay, let's talk about plausibility.
The show's
of Seventh Heaven episodes? Yep.
Yeah.
Go.
What's the plausibility of season 8, episode 23 existing?
That's a trick question.
0, because each season only has 22 episodes, I believe. I'm not on the
That's
Wikipedia page anymore.
Andrew, we've given you enough time to play along now to get up to speed.
I have to watch Seventh Heaven to do that.
No,
Yes.
we gave you ample opportunity to research while we were talking about it.
Fuck!
That you can give your hot take on Seventh Heaven.
I listed the only season with 23 episodes. Every season except season 8 has 22 episodes. Season 8 has 23. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Good thing I
Are
interrupted.
these
whatever you were
episodes
saying.
like 30 minutes long or hours long? Like 1 hour long?
I don't know. I don't watch it. My wife does.
They'll be the 42, 43 minute mark, I believe.
I'd assume, yeah.
Yep.
So
Next question.
plausibility, they're all at 5 because either you die from them or you don't. Like, it's possible it could happen. You either die that way or you don't. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
See, Andrew, this is why we talked about Seventh Heaven, because somebody in the comments also knows about Seventh Heaven. You're clearly in the minority, Andrew. I can't believe you never heard of it before.
I'm kind of hungry.
You grew up in a good Christian household, right?
We used to go to church a lot when I was younger. Then we kind of stopped. Then atheism. And yep.
Yeah, when your whole family turned into atheists?
Oh, well.
Why is it
No.
called Seventh Heaven?
Fuck.
Is it like 7 layers of hell?
Because there were 7 kids initially, but then it didn't make any sense when they had more. That's why. The
Okay.
show, okay, the show came together because it was similar to like a Brady Bunch kind of thing, where each of their partners, I think, came out as transsexual, and so of course had to instantly be dumped, and then set on fire, and then drowned, and then shot, and then given an overdose, and then anal penetrated, and then raped to death, and then strangled, and then just yell out random racist terms.
Listing comedy. Okay.
And then Jap suicided. Remember when that guy was Jap suicided?
And then after all of that, they naturally passed in their sleep.
And then after all that, yes.
Perfect.
So, yes. And
Feels
then
like this podcast episode needs to naturally fall asleep.
All right. So you want
And
to end
then-
it? You want the episode to be like
No.
30% Seventh Heaven?
and then the mother and father came together with the kids that they'd had.
No, PJ.
And they
you
obviously
said
had,
that you were leaving the Seventh Heaven talk in.
I
As I
am.
said,
yeah.
as I was
Stop
saying,
interrupting Dave.
initially were like 13 combined children, but they had to sort of course cull out the ones that were showing tranny or gay tendencies. Got to get rid of them, and then they ended up with 7 children, and that's why it's called Seventh Heaven.
Did you know
Andrew?
that in that show, there's no black people allowed?
That's almost 100% true. Yes.
Although I guess there probably was, because they did say that they called that guy the N-word lover, but with the actual hard R.
Yes.
So maybe there was a black person allowed. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more Seventh Heaven research.
There are there's only 4 episodes in the entire show with a single black person in it.
That's
So,
my favorite
it's close
episode
enough.
where the W word punches the N word.
Nice. Call back.
Okay. That kind of works, Andrew.
Is there any attributes you guys want to talk about, or can we wrap this up?
I mean, I don't feel that we properly serviced bustability,
Okay, yeah, we can go back to bustability.
but we usually try and end it on bustability, don't we?
Oh yeah, we don't want to end it yet. Fashionability, because it's which one of these ways to die is fashionable. Want to talk about that one? No.
No, bustability.
Andrew,
How come
Andrew.
Seventh Heaven's only at a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb?
because it's not a good show.
I mean-
Believe it or not.
But yeah, but TV.com gave it 8.1 out of 10.
Okay, well, TV.com
Okay.
is racist against black people.
I have a real question for you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Have you watched or listened to or consumed any media ever created by Christians, American Christians, in the last, say, 100 years?
Yeah.
So he's only been alive 18
Yeah.
years.
I've watched VeggieTales.
And what is your assessment of their artistic merit?
Well, VeggieTales had silly songs with Larry.
Okay. Now, I'm the one who doesn't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
And
The
so
shoes on the other foot now.
so
Andrew, do you know what that means when I say
So-
the shoes on the other foot?
yeah,
Or do
so
you have to look that up.
So VeggieTales was originally started out as a Christian TV show where the
Oh,
where all the characters were
No.
talking vegetables.
you mean vegetales, and it's Spanish for vegetables. Gotcha.
Anyways, there's a song called Cheeseburger, and the chorus is like, "'Cause you're his cheeseburger, his yummy cheeseburger. He'll wait for you." Ooh,
I
yeah.
think I know that song, but I think I need to sing the verse first.
He'll wait for you. Ooh.
How's the verse go?
He
something
said
like-
to her, "I'd like a cheeseburger, and I might like a milkshake as well."
How does the Chick-fil-A version go?
She said to him, "I can't give you either." He said, "Isn't this Burger Bell?
No,
She said,
he
"Yes,
said,
it is,
my
but we're
pleasure
closed
in the
now."
Chick-fil-A one.
But we're open tomorrow at 10. He said, "I'm extremely hungry, but I guess I can wait until then."
Wow,
'Cause you're his
VeggieTales has a much
cheeseburger,
more
His
in-depth
yummy cheeseburger.
Wikipedia
So-
page than Seventh Heaven.
I
You
actually
want
have
me to
a
read the
friend that
starting blurb?
I have a friend that collects VeggieTales VHS tapes, and he's got a lot of rare ones.
VeggieTales is an American Christian franchise of children's computer animated home entertainment series, videos, DVDs, and Blu-rays, television shows, feature films, web series, books, games, and albums, sarcastic, limbless
VHS
talking
tapes.
fruit and vegetables, or vegetable characters feature in videos that retell Bible stories and parody mainstream pop culture.
Oh,
Each episode presents
I
a life
have
lesson
seen
through a
a bit of
biblical
that.
worldview, Christian history, and concepts. These lessons include dealing with bullies, handling peer pressure, forgiving others, fighting
Yes.
temptation, handling fear, listening to parents, helping self-esteem, and being compassionate. It was
And
created
setting
by
gays on
Phil
fire.
Vischer
Yes.
and
It's a good show.
Mike Nawrocki, who both performed many of the characters' voices. It was one of the earliest computer animated franchises, predating both Reboot and Toy Story. So, what channel
Yeah,
did it?
Therefore,
air
better
on?
than.
I don't know what network it was on. That was a horrible first paragraph.
Yeah.
I knew with Seventh Heaven's Wikipedia article, I knew its initial one, which was the WB, and that they merged with UPN or something, and then they became the CW. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this was just a computer thing? Oh, it did say videos, Blu-rays, and DVDs.
It appeared on television. I watched it on television.
Okay, this is going to be tough. Let's see where it comes.
I have seen a bit of the show that you're talking about.
It's a good TV show.
Yeah.
I loved it when I was younger.
It really put Noah's Ark in a perspective where God wasn't just a fucking murderous psychopath.
Yeah, and you get to listen to the Say Moo song.
The what?
Say Moo song.
The what?
Say Moo.
Say moo.
I think that's what it
What's
is.
that? What's that?
Say boo.
Oh, Say Boo, yeah. It's right. It's the song of the Sabu.
Right.
Okay.
Say moo is the cow version.
All right, so
For the
I brought up a
Hindus.
Christian show. Andrew's brought up a Christian show. Dave, talk about a Christian show that I can look up the Wikipedia article of.
I can actually.
Okay.
There's a Canadian production, I believe it. Yes, and it's about a deaf chick that works for the FBI, and it's called Sue Thomas, FBI agent, or something like that.
Typed in deaf chick works for the FBI Canada. Sue Thomas came up.
Yes.
FBI, but I is spelled EYE.
Yes. And it's got a dude in there that's American but plays an Australian and tries to do an Australian accent. And Sue Thomas is deeply Christian. And the show somehow manages to shoehorn something Christian related into like an FBI procedural.
Okay, so the blurb is Sue Thomas, FBI, is a Canadian/American television series that premiered in 2002 on the PAX network. The show ended in May 2005 due to the PAX's decision to halt the production of original programming. It was one of the 2 highest rated shows on the network. So that was a good blurb because now I know that it was on the PAX network until they decided to halt original programming.
So on this FBI thing, are they tracking down the demonic embodiments of the 7 deadly sins?
The number one thing people Googled about Sue Thomas is Sue Thomas really deaf? Jesus. For fuck's sake. Oh, no, she's fucking faking it. God damn it.
But how could she fake being deaf? She can't fake having ears.
Oh,
that
you
don't
said
work.
deaf, not death. Oh, fuck.
A good tie back to the show, but let's
No,
ignore that
nice.
and talk about Sue Thomas being deaf anymore, or some more.
Nice. You do a hilarious impression of a deaf person, Andrew. Can you do
do?
that for us now?
No.
No.
Okay, that was a little offensive. That was just a Down syndrome voice.
The
I don't
deaf
know.
one.
It was my deaf person. What does a deaf person sound like?
They can't speak like this. So they can't
What
talk properly.
What thought that I'm deaf?
No, it's more
me-
like this. It's
it's
more like
like
this where they
uh,
don't get the feedback on what they're saying, so they're kind of guessing what they're making words like this.
So cheeseburger, Dave, when I go to the bar and
Why do you sound retarded? That's offensive to deaf people. It's different. Deaf people aren't retarded. They're
They're
hearing retarded. They're not
Okay.
brain retarded.
Okay, I got a new
Tie
game.
back into an old episode.
I got a new game. So this is what happens when I don't care about the topic and I'm super all over the place like you guys always are, is we just don't talk about the
Never.
topic, I guess. So what we're going to do is I'm going to name the episode and then you're going to tell me the title information. I don't necessarily know what the title information means, maybe what shows up when you're on the TV guide or whatever.
Easy.
Okay, so
What the fuck
Bombs
is it?
Away.
What is a TV guide? Please tell me what it is.
Episode 2, Bombs Away. That's the title episode. What's the title information from Bombs Away? There's two acceptable answers.
They are dropping bombs on all of Uruguay.
No, that was the Pearl Harbor tribute episode, where they gave tribute to all the Japanese people who suicided dive bombing into Pearl Harbor. Tying back to the episode. Andrew?
It was We Were Off or Lookout.
It was what?
We Were Off or Lookout.
Was what?
That was the title information for Bombs Away.
Okay. What's going on? I'm
Keep
confused.
going. You guys are guessing the title information
What is
based
the
on the
title
name.
information? What is title information?
I don't know. Wikipedia doesn't tell me. It just has a chart here.
You're saying this
Chart
is an
says
episode of Sue
episode,
Thomas
episode
FBI.
number. Yeah.
And I told you.
Okay, so so I'm trying to talk about Sue Thomas FBI. What are you guys trying to talk about?
I was saying that there was
Why
a
are we
Pearl
suing
Harbor
Thomas?
tribute.
What the fuck did Thomas do?
It was the one where Sue Thomas traveled back in time, and she was the lookout for the planes coming to Pearl Harbor.
Thomas isn't a girl's name.
But ironically, about a lookout is she should have been a hear out. Am I right, Andrew?
But
Because she was deaf, she couldn't hear the planes coming.
or she felt the
Bombs away.
vibrations of the wind and she was like, guys, the planes are coming into Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
All I
Right.
can think about is how bad was whatever that PAX network was if Sue Thomas FBI was the second best show on the network.
Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
what's the most offensive thing you can say to a deaf person?
Hey, you want to hear the song I just heard?
No.
Yes.
I gave you a premise for a joke. Slam it home with a punchline.
Oh.
What's the most offensive thing you can say to a deaf person?
Wrong. The N word. How do you
know.
sign the N word?
Look behind you.
Oh, whoops. I just realized I was in Discord
I
the whole
guess that-
time.
Okay. Oh, God. Is this over yet?
Yeah, sure. We never end the episodes anyways because Andrew always leaves early. I keep waiting for Andrew to leave and he doesn't leave, so I don't know when to end the episode.
How many jigsaw puzzles have you got?
Oh,
Oh,
he
wait.
left.
He left.
Okay, that's it. We did a great job this episode. I hope everyone learned a little bit something about Seventh Heaven. All right, bye.
See ya. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next week.